I will be reading aloud from passages in the Nag Hammadi library that points to a reincarnation soul trap. I will begin with an excerpt from the Revelation of Paul. In the fourth heaven I saw angels resembling gods in their rank, and they were bringing a soul from the land of the dead. The angels put the soul at the gate of the fourth heaven, and they were flogging her. The soul asked, "What sin did I commit in the world?" The gatekeeper in the fourth heaven answered and said, "It was wrong for you to commit all of those lawless actions that are typical of the world of the dead." The soul replied, "Bring witness, and let them tell you in what body I committed lawless actions. Do you want to bring a book and read from it?" 3 witnesses came. The first said, "Wasn't I in the body? Around the second hour I came and rose up against you, until you fell into anger, rage, and envy." The second said, "Wasn't I also in the world? Around the 5th hour I entered, and saw you, and desired you. Look, now I accuse you of murders you have committed." The third said, "Didn't I come to you around the 12th hour of the day, near sunset? I brought you darkness until you completed your sins." When the soul heard these things, she looked down in dejection. Then she looked up again, but she was cast down. The soul that was cast down entered a body prepared for her. And look, the witnesses against her finished testifying. And I will mind you that there is a footnote in regards to the quotation. The soul that was cast down entered a body prepared for her, and the footnote says, the soul is reincarnated into another body. This is page 318 of the Nag Hammadi library. Now I will be skipping to page 435 in excerpts from a book entitled From the Perfect Discourse, and it reads as follows. There is a great demon that the Supreme God has appointed as overseer or judge of human souls. God has placed him in the middle of the air between heaven and earth. When a soul comes from a body, it must meet this demon. At once the demon will turn this person around and examine him with regards to the character he developed during his lifetime. If the demon finds that the person accomplished all of his deeds in a godly manner, deeds for which he came into the world, the demon will let him. Missing text. But if the demon observes and becomes angry at a person who spends his life doing evil deeds, he grabs him on his way up and throws him back down so that he is suspended between heaven and earth and punished severely. There will be no hope for such a soul, and it will be in great pain. So, if you wonder why Gnosticism has always been suppressed, and their books have always been burned, and they have always been genocided and persecuted throughout history, it's because it speaks truths like these. This is really not ambiguous in the slightest. It is explicitly exposing what can only be described as a reincarnation soul trap, where when our soul leaves the body upon death, we are encountered with malevolent archonic entities that try to guilt trip us in regards to all of the quote wrongdoings of our lifetime, and convinces us that we have to go back into another body, i.e. reincarnate, as a means to burn off karma, or to continue to learn and grow in the evolution of our spirituality. And all of these are, of course, are really demonic deceptions. It is really just a metaphysical lie that we're being fed in regards to the idea of karma or sin that brings about a reward or a punishment. A lot of the stuff that's in religious scriptures, whether it's Hinduism talking about karma or Christianity talking about heaven or hell, a lot of this is just preparing us for being tricked by these entities that masquerade as angels when really they are archonic lords of karma. And what they do is they convince us that we have to go into another body. And they try to sometimes do it by way of convincing us that it's for our well being. And if we put up a fight, what they are inclined to do is try to make us feel like we don't have a choice and force us to go back into a body. The whole thing is a reincarnation soul trap par excellence. And it talks about it a lot in the Nag Hammadi library.